Hey Alien, thanks for tuning in. This stream will start soon. Starting a little bit late today because of technical difficulties. Mr. Wolf, I didn't mean it was late. I meant the stream is starting late, like it's not starting on time. Also, there's gonna be no Glassy today because of software issues. Not sure what is going on. I think there's like software conflicts. I think I have too many bloatware applications going on that are trying to control the same things. And things are just not working together. But we are about to begin. Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. So today what I'm going to be doing is a couple of things. We're going to be looking at the pepper shaker and the Gauss Mini. And the goal for today is to try and see which one is the most effective tactic to use, which one's the most efficient weapon, and which one is going to do DPS and damage basically the easiest, like without as much effort. Which one can do it the easiest, basically. The most efficient or effective tactic. The meta. Which one is the meta? We're going to find out. And how I'm going to do that, how we're going to find that out is I'm actually going to nerf the pepper shaker. I'm going to do this by putting pinpointers on the Gauss Mini if I can. Let me check. I'll put some damage mods on the Gauss Mini. And then basically I won't do that for the pepper shaker. I'm going to use mods like, instead of pinpointers, I'll use conductors. So yeah, Glassy McFluffy Pants is not with us today. The app just wasn't working. It just, on top of the other apps that were asking me to restart over and over, It was ridiculous. I was ready to start my stream on time, but out of nowhere I was hit with a bunch of programs that needed restarts. It was kind of lame. Also, my voice is scratchy today because my throat is swollen because of Crohn's disease. It's awesome, but it is what it is. I hope you guys can be okay with that. Usually I can start a team from here, but so I can team with myself. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Really? Don't be calling me right now. Okay. And an important phone call came through. So yeah, it's a late start today. Okay, why is it? There we go. So now it's going to take both my characters in at the same time in my private and lock my private world so that no one comes in, just because I'm trying to do some testing alone in here. And sometimes when I go to private, my friends join because they want to play with me, and that's okay. But in order to make sure that I lock down my private and no one joins the team and like messes with my testing by accident, that's what I have to do. I became a ghoul. The damage is crazy. I just miss being human. I feel that. Honestly, I miss it too. I felt like my character was just prettier. I miss being pretty. But it's okay. Most of the time I'm in power armor, so it doesn't really matter. Mini Glass is a ghoul now. She's my support mule. So, Mini Glass is going to see if she has the pinpointers mod for me. If not, I may have to ask the Discord for one. But if not, I'll run something else, like anything that's going to add more damage to the Gauss Mini. I do have pinpointers. Wow. I had no idea I had that many. That's cool. Alright, so I'm going to go inside the raid so that I don't get bothered here. And I'm going to give... I'm going to change the leadership here. How many are here? I'm on PC today, but I don't actually need pinpointers. I just found 5 of them in my stash, so I appreciate it, Miss Panther. GG. Thank you so much. You guys always have my back. It's amazing. Because sometimes I think about like, oh, this would be fun to stream if I like tested these two things, and then I start a stream and then I don't have those two things to test. So it's happened. But yeah, we're going to test some stuff. I'm going to put the Gauss Mini up against the pepper shaker, and what we're going to do is see how good it is at staying in VATS, the Gauss Mini versus the pepper shaker, how big the damage difference is between the two, and ultimately which one's the most efficient one to use. That's what we aim to do here, is find the meta, the most effective tactic available. That's what meta stands for. You could also say it's most efficient tactic available. It depends on who you talk to. Oh, you play on PC? Nice. I didn't know, Miss Penter. I haven't seen you on PC yet. I don't think. I crossed level 800 yesterday on my main PC character, and I'm proud. I haven't done the main story yet. I've just been reading. I'm gonna hit 1,000 and then do the main story. Late game, new player. Also, I have a brand new mic today, so let me know how the sound quality is, if it's loud enough. I have a brand new Razer V3 Siren Chroma Pink Quartz edition that Razer kindly sent me. Thank you so much, Razer. There's also a weird bug. I think it only happens in private where you can't grab brain fungus in here. It'll show you that you can press A, but you can't. It doesn't take it. Super weird. So I'm gonna get set up. I'm gonna make sure I have my Gauss Mini and ammo for it and stuff like that. So, oh. I'm on the wrong character. I just noticed. So yeah, we're gonna do the things that need doing today. I'm gonna read you something that will make sense why I'm doing this testing. It's from the Orange Cowboy. He can't be on stream with us today, but he's in my DMs. So anyone who wants, oh wait, wrong thing. Pepper shaker really is. I mean, maybe you get 9 seconds with a furious faster fire rate, +3 intelligence, pinpointers, Gauss Mini with 60+ coffee between all 4 players, or you can get 12 seconds with 0 coffee between all 4 on a quad hit chance, less VATS, conductors, pepper shaker. I rest my entire case. I told him that's literally a mic drop, and I'm gonna make a stream trying to prove that. So that's what we're doing. Does get a little confusing playing 2 characters, but we'll get through it. But I'm curious how the sound sounds, because I've been using a super cheap microphone for the last year. It's like a $40 mic. It held me, it kept me going, but I think this mic will have better quality. I actually haven't had the chance to test it. I did just test sound levels and stuff, but I didn't like listen to it in my recording program, so I have no idea. Hopefully it sounds good. Yeah, Orange thinks we can get 9 seconds with the Gauss Mini. But only if we're spamming, like, industrial quantity of coffee. So not efficient, but what we call that build is, it's not the meta build, it's the, we have a word, we have like a saying for it. It's the, oh God, what is it? Okay, I'll make my way to the raid while I think. The no compromise playstyle, the no compromise build, where you do all the buffs necessary, you do all of the things, you don't care about whether or not resources are going to be a problem. You do the things that need doing, you get the resources you need. We call that a no compromise build. It's not for everyone, but that's what the Gauss Mini technically could do 9 seconds with. I don't have company tea yet on this character, but I can craft lemonade, so it's better than nothing. Get a little bit better AP regen. I have an industrial quantity of sunshine oil. Yes, I know, because you're on Xbox. Nuka Radwolf, hello. Xbox is amazing for that. Alright, let's have a look at the weapons of choice. That's what I should be doing. Now that everyone is here, let's look at the Gauss Mini. We're going to pull this one out here. Wait a sec. No, it's this one. Yeah. Not... You would think... Okay, because... Let's have a look at these two and compare them. Most people would think that... this is like... the one you would use, right? If you're going to use the VATS build, you're going to think, okay, I'm going to run Vital because it gives me 50% more crit damage. I'm going to run VATS Optimize because, you know, AP cost. I'm going to run Conductors. Guess what? What if I told you that the Gauss Mini loves coffee and loves to be set up like this? This setup will do insane damage. I would even argue doing VATS hit chance over weapon speed, but I'm not going to change it. I'm going to run it like this. The Furious gives us obviously 9 stacks of damage, Furious onslaught damage. We get 25% weapon speed, which will improve DPS. We also have +3 intelligence. I want to go back a little bit. The 25 weapon speed only improves DPS if we can land those shots. So if your build has really bad VATS accuracy, then Rapid will not help you here. +3 intelligence. This gives us more damage through the science perk card. It's a perk card on the build that brings up our science damage. I talk about it all the time, so I'm sure you guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about it, but it is really good for energy weapons. It used to only work with rifles and like the Tesla rifle and stuff like that, but now it does in fact work with all energy weapons. Tri-barrel, I thought penta-barrel was fixed and better. Yeah, I just don't have it unlocked yet. So tri-barrel is what we're going with. It's not a huge difference. It's slightly better. It's not a huge difference. But yes, Penta has always been better than Tri-Barrel. But I only have Tri-Barrel on PC. Yeah. I need to visit Minerva a few more times. get all the mods I need, but this is what we're running with, and it's fine. It's only slightly better. So that's the Gauss Mini we'll be using. Also, by having a higher AP cost, you could technically dip into a perk card called Number Cruncher and get even more damage by not having less VATS cost on the Gauss Mini and just slamming coffee and having +3 intelligence and higher AP cost. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to slam coffee with it. And this is the pepper shaker we're going to use. As you can tell, it kind of is at a disadvantage to the Gauss Mini, where I'm not running rapid. So I won't have... Well, rapid doesn't even affect the pepper shaker that much, to be honest, because it has already a pretty low fire rate. You're better off with VATS hit chance to land those 8 shots, because it fires 8 bullets per shot, and yeah, you want to land them to do the damage you need to do. I'm going to run VATS optimized, and this obviously also puts us at a slight disadvantage to the Gauss Mini having +3 intelligence. And I'm running conductors, which means I'm not getting that pinpointer's damage modifier that the Gauss Mini is getting. So the Gauss Mini is getting so many buffs right now, and we're going to see how it compares. We're going to see how much better the Gauss Mini is. Obviously, I'll have to slam coffee with the Gauss Mini. I probably won't have to with the pepper shaker because it has a very low AP cost. I am prepared. I have 300 coffee. Let's do it. So basically what I'm doing is I'm comparing a no compromise build to a meta build, a most efficient, most effective tactic, whatever you want to call it, available build. And that's what we're doing. So let me just get this going here. Oh, I do have company tea. Oh, that's right. Finn dropped me some company tea. Thank you so much, Finn. You're amazing for that. We're going to take our blight soup and head down to the snaky boy. Asylum inmate. Maybe once I get the pentabarrel, I'll probably do another live stream like this. And just try it out. See what it is. Compare like pentabarrel versus tri-barrel. To be totally honest with you, when people were saying that it was broken and not working, I didn't notice a difference. To me, it felt fine. It was still, it was absolutely wrecking. Because I use the pentabarrel on Xbox, and it's always been good to me. So, but if it's fixed now, then whatever was wrong with it is fixed. That's good. That's good to know. If you're a ghoul, do you even sweat in the armor? We don't sweat, we flake. Flaking is when your skin dries up and just like peels off. Like, have you ever had that happen on the bottom of your foot after a bath or something where you have like big chunks of skin that come off? It's sort of like that. It happens all across our body. It's bad enough being a ghoul and looking like pickled walnut, but a sweaty pickled walnut is so much worse. What is going on in the chat? And we have arrived. I completed the raid ahead of time. Okay, this is not the shaker that we want. Let me make sure I don't have it on me so I don't mess up. Alright, we're going to have a look at the build too before we begin. And this is it. I have bringing the big guns, easy target, bullet storm, lock and load, shotgun champ, Under perception, I have number cruncher. This is the one I was talking about earlier, where your weapons have an increased damage per AP cost. So that's why the Gauss Mini has a slight advantage with this build, because it has a higher AP cost. Downranger, tank killer, center masochist, concentrated fire. I have the hunter. I would argue center masochist doesn't really do anything here, but this is my main build to run the entire raid with and to do my dailies, and I do everything with this build. This is my all content build. So that's why center masochist is on there, so when I come across EN06, I can drill him in the chest and he dies immediately. Life giver, starch jeans, glowing gut, ironclad, adamantium skeleton. To be real with you, you don't need glowing gut or ironclad in power armor. I just have them because I think I needed fillers. And I would rather throw in bullet shield if I was doing EN06. Strange in numbers, tenderizer, bodyguards, field surgeon, first aid, stabilized. Some people say this one's not important since it doesn't have the ability to give you armor penetration anymore, but it does improve your VATS accuracy because it improves your heavy gun accuracy in power armor. So it's double if you're in power armor. It only says 30%, but because we're in power armor, we're getting 60% more accuracy. Science, another one I just talked about. Increased damage, energy damage based on your intelligence. Batteries included. Kind of understandable. Gunslinger, gunslinger expert, guerrilla, guerrilla master, packing light, gun fu. Like I said, I use this build for everything. It's my everyday build, so that's why I have gun fu. I like to be able to swap targets on kill. Better criticals, 4-leaf clover, critical savvy, faulty spots, one gun army, class freak. Oh, I forgot to show you the legendary perks. Legendary luck, legendary perception, legendary endurance, legendary agility. Taking one for the team. Legendary charisma. Howdy heckin' doody. What am I missing here? Oh yeah. These are the special points to invest in the build. 14 strength, 10 perception, 3 endurance, 1 charisma, 9 intelligence, 8 agility, and 11 luck. I hope you have your coffee. I do. We're about to smash the snake. I just drank my coffee and prepared my coffee here as well. I'm going to see if I have any... Oh yeah, we have big guns. Let's do that. Let's do big guns. Live and Love 9 would be cool if we were at a robot, but we're not. I was hoping to have Tesla Science 9, but it doesn't look like I do. No, I don't. Alright. I should probably rat up as well. I'm going to make sure I have overdrive. I'm going to fix my feral meter with psycho and then cancel out the psycho with overdrive. They don't stack. So I basically use psycho to just fill my feral meter because I have so much of it. I don't know why, but it seems to drop a lot in the raids. A lot more than anything else. Than any other like drug. For me anyways. I have like tons of it. Alright, so I said we were going to start with the Gauss Mini, right? Oh shoot, I need ammo if we're going to start with it. Do. Gauss Mini ammo is... Did I pass it? Right here. There we go. Right, so like I mentioned, we need to slam coffee with this build because it is absolutely not going to be friendly with the AP bar. So what I'm going to do is scare off the people that hate using buffs by like spamming 25 coffee. That should do it. I didn't cripple the snake. You guys might have noticed I did not target any plates. So technically it would get better performance if I did cripple it. Where is it? It's invisible? Is it invisible? It is invisible, of course. Still manage a respectable 1 minute 5 seconds. Let's go. Gauss Mini absolutely killed it. But I had to slam 60 coffee. I had to open the floodgates. I had to really sink my teeth into my coffee mug here. I mean, how many did... Yeah, I'm at 300. We were at 64 coffee at the start. 364 coffee. That means I used 60 coffee alone to stay in VATS with that Gauss Mini. That's insane. That's not efficient. But that's not the point of this build. When I run it like that, that's called a... I did say it earlier, but it keeps slipping my mind. Anyways, now we're going to see what the pepper shaker can do. We're not going to use anywhere near as much coffee. I'm still going to use 1 coffee because I find a lot of times when there's... It doesn't always happen, but sometimes there's like a delay when the snake comes out of the waterfall to land my crits. Or it's like they just don't register. And then my AP bar gets drained because I'm using conductors to refill my AP. So because I'm using conductors, I'm not getting weak point, or I'm not getting the pinpointer's damage here. Yeah, the snake isn't worth 60 coffee to kill. That's right. I don't think so, at least. Yes, that is correct. We are doing the pepper shaker next. I just need to set it up here. So we're going to do that. And while that's going on, I'm going to bring up the pepper shaker so you guys can see it. And we're going to talk about it a little bit. Orange Cowboy's actually in the chat. GG Orange. He says, how's it going, Glass Gang? What do you think, Orange? What kind of time are we going to get with this pepper shaker? This one has the quad, so we're not even running Furious, which is another technically buff that the Gauss Mini has over the pepper shaker. VATS enhanced, because it's going to stack higher Furious stacks. VATS optimized and conductors. Yes, that's what it is. Asylum Inmate, you're right. The no compromise build, where it does not matter how many buffs it takes. You're there to do the things that need doing and do all the buffs that need taking to do the things that need doing. That's a no compromise build. But now we're going to try the pepper shaker and show you whether or not it can hang with the Gauss Mini. Whoops, what am I doing? Without the buffs, without 60 coffee, okay? 1 coffee per fight is a heckin' lot more manageable than 60 coffee per fight. I think so. If it's possible, if we can get around a minute with the pepper shaker without 60 coffee, then that's going to be a mic drop situation, right? Where we absolutely prove that the Gauss Mini, even with Furious, even with Rapid, even with pinpointers, is just a waste. Well, for those who don't have it, but like if you're on Xbox and have 3,000 coffee, then sure, do it. Run it. But it's not going to be for everyone for sure. So that's why I'm showing you the pepper shaker to give those people who want to run a meta option the option of not having to run coffee because they don't have the resources for it. And that's like totally normal to not have 3,000 coffee. The majority don't have those kinds of resources. So if the pepper shaker can give you the same amount of damage or same amount of DPS without those resources, then it's going to be the most effective tactic, period. It's going to be the king, supreme. It's going to be number 1, is what I'm saying. Our regulars here already know that the pepper shaker is number 1, but this is definitely going to prove it. We also proved in the last stream of, it was pepper shaker versus Gatplaz for infinite VATS. We also proved there that the Gatplaz was horrible at staying in VATS without coffee, without a lot of coffee. A lot more than the Gatplaz, than the pepper shaker. And the pepper shaker just actually didn't need coffee the time that I ran it on stream because I didn't get any lag and I didn't run any coffee at all, and it just stayed in VATS for the entire thing. So I'm going to try that. We're going to try this first run without a single cup of coffee, actually. Wait, I'm on the wrong team. What's going on here? I don't want to mess this up. And I can't leave the raid by the looks of it. It's glitched. Aimed on sights, Mini is more manageable. No, it's not actually. There's a few reasons why. The Gauss Mini does have good stability aiming down sights, but the pepper shaker does more damage per shot and can kill EN06 in a single stage like the Gauss Mini can, but with a lot less rounds. So technically the Gauss Mini loses there too. I'll demonstrate that after, just to prove it. You get a lot more rounds returned to you from using a pepper shaker, and it does more damage per shot, which means you use less ammo to kill EN06. So yeah, it's definitely more manageable. You get more ammo returned to you and you spend less to do it. And the pepper shaker does serious damage aimed on sights. I will say though, you're probably right when it comes to the case of range. I feel like the Gauss Mini has more range aiming down sights. So that would definitely be a place where I think the Gauss Mini could overtake the pepper shaker aimed on sights. Like if you were at the Queen, for instance. But if you're fighting the Queen, you really should be using a VATS build, because she flies around and stuff. But yeah, if you're aiming down sights at the Queen and she's flying around, I think that would be the only case where the pepper shaker could dominate, is with range. Because with the pepper, sorry, did I say Gauss Mini or pepper shaker? The Gauss Mini would dominate in that situation because the pepper shaker has too much spread, and at range, the spread gets worse. so you're not landing all your shots, especially in aimed on sights scenario. But the Gauss Mini basically has a straight beam of damage and more range. So I guess it really depends on the application, what you're fighting. But just the fact that you get more ammo returned to you than you spend on EN06 proves that it's way more efficient. Because you're spending less ammo to get the kill and getting more ammo returned to you. Does that make sense? So now we're going to do pepper shaker. I won't use any coffee. And remember, the pepper shaker is at a pretty serious disadvantage, to be honest with you, because it has low AP cost. It has an AP cost of 6, which basically means that it won't get much from Number Cruncher on the build. Whereas the Gauss Mini had an AP cost of 14 and was able to get more out of the build from that aspect. But where the pepper shaker will get a slight advantage is with Shotgun Champ on the build, which will give it 80% more damage because it gives you 10% damage to crippled targets per projectile your weapon fires. And that is something that the tri-barrel just can't take advantage of on the Gauss Mini. Now, as far as other damage modifiers that the Gauss Mini had, it had +3 intelligence. The pepper shaker doesn't have that, and that does in fact bring up the damage on the build through science. It also had what else? Rapid. It also had Furious, which brings up our Furious stack limit. Gives us 9 extra stacks of onslaught damage. So yeah, the pepper shaker is at a disadvantage here. And on top of that, it had Pinpointers. The Pinpointers legendary mod, arguably the best damage 4-star mod you could put on your weapon. And the pepper shaker doesn't have that. So it's basically just nerfed like crazy. And we're going to see if it can hang with it. If it can hang with the Gauss Mini and get a 1-minute timer around it, even if it's a minute 15, I'm not looking for it to match 1 minute 5. If it's a minute 15 or even a minute 30, I know that that's going to be acceptable for the majority player base for a meta build. Especially if you don't have to slam 60 coffee. So we're going to do the same buffs here. I'm going to pop some Psycho to cure my feral meter and then cancel it out with Overdrive. Like I said, I'm not going to use coffee for this run here, but I probably should use at least one because, like I said, you do have issues here with sometimes there's like a server delay when the snake comes through the waterfall thingy and I don't get my crits returned to me and then my AP drops too far down. So we'll see what happens, and if it does happen, what I'll do is we'll just run it anyways. We'll get the kill without any coffee at all, and then we'll redo the test with 1 can coffee at the start, just to show you the difference if it does happen. If it doesn't happen and we're able to just get the kill and stay in VATS the whole time and not have any server response issues, then all the better. Well, it's coming in the next few days. That pepper shaker updated build guide is this build, actually. It's my daily runner, and it's what I'm going to be dropping as the next build guide. So stay tuned. I am working on another project that's been taking a lot of time because it really challenged my editing skills, and I don't have any editing skills. So, yeah. Oh, shoot. I need to make sure I don't have regular stims. Okay, there we go. That'll get me killed through the poison damage if I have regular stimmies. Alright, we're doing pretty good, to be honest with you. AP is pretty solid. No coffee whatsoever. I am dropping, though. It is normal to drop. I have pretty low AP on this build. That's why I would recommend running at least 1 coffee. But see that? Like, my AP recharged fully when I broke VATS from that melee strike, which is perfect. That's what you want, because... Okay, I'm gonna reload here while he's doing his scream attack. I tried to reload, but it didn't do it. Come on, reload. That was dumb. That's the most awkward melee strike ever. Whoever thought the snake should do a melee strike, I don't know. I guess it counts as like a bite attack, but I don't know. It's poorly designed. I don't like that attack. It's really awkward. 1 minute 13. What did I say? If we were around a minute 15, a minute 30, we killed it. A minute 13, no coffee. We're within 10 seconds of the Gauss Mini, and we didn't need 60 coffee. We didn't need furious. We didn't need rapid. We didn't need +3 intelligence. We didn't need pinpointers. It's absolutely insane. And on top of that, we got 898 freaking plasma cartridge. Wow. And I had a bad reload, which honestly probably means we would have been a lot closer to 1 minute 5. Holy guacamole. We're going to run that test again, but this time I'm going to do 1 coffee, okay? Just to show you guys the difference. That absolutely sent me into overdrive. That was a mic drop. Cripple the snake first, and you will shave off 20 seconds. All right, we're going to do that. We're actually going to do that. I'm going to show you guys how to cripple the snake with the pepper shaker and see if we can shave off some time. Ayo, though, that was really solid for not using any coffee. Does pinpointers even do anything? Like, how weak is the Gauss Mini if it needs everything under the sun to keep up with the pepper shaker? I thought this was gonna be a stream about how, like, how bad can we nerf the pepper shaker and can it still keep up with the Gauss Mini? But it's looking like, how much do we need to buff the Gauss Mini for it to keep up with the pepper shaker, to be honest with you? It's kind of bad. Howdy heckin' doody. Remember, gang, you don't want to dilly-dally, because if the dilly doesn't get you, the dally will. So I'm heading into the raid. We're going to start this next test. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. It helps us get out there. I would really appreciate it. It'd be super cool of you. And you can check out the Glass Gang link in the description. We also have the Glass Gang Discord. There's no obligation to join the Glass Gang to join our Discord. GG. Oh yeah, the build from last night is technically a no compromise build. From last night's stream. It's different than this one. It's different than this one. But it's fully like no compromise. Glowing criticals and stuff like that. Don't know why, but I'm just doing really bad damage. There's most likely a reason. And the reason is either user input, like whether or not you're applying your crit damage by holding the crit button down when you're in VATS. It's really important to hold the button down. I know I I've mentioned it so many times, and people probably laugh at it thinking as if people don't know that, but you wouldn't believe how many times in the comment section that people just don't know that you have to hold your crit button down the entire time you're in VATS. I'll show you. I'll demonstrate how I play in VATS. We're going to activate my controller here. You should see my Xbox controller on the bottom right of the screen. This will show you what I'm doing. So that'll help you understand how I'm using the build, applying crit damage. And also, what else? You might be running grounded. You need to make sure you're not running grounded, because grounded is a mutation that you absolutely do not want. There's a lot of times where people say in the comment section, they argue with me. They say, oh, it doesn't matter. You can run any like mutation as a ghoul. Well, here's the problem. Like, it nerfs your energy damage when you do that. Grounded still affects your energy output. At least that's been my experience. So you need to make sure you don't have the grounded mutation, because that'll make you go from a 2-stage kill to a 1-stage kill on EN06 if you drop grounded. I know, because we did it on stream. Yeah, that's another thing. Shotgun champ is super important to have with the pepper shaker. It's massive, and it's because the pepper shaker fires 8 pellets per shot, I think it is. Let's have a look. Whoops, wrong gun. Yep, 8. 27 times 8. So when we look at shotgun champ, we get 10% damage to crippled targets per projectile your weapon fires. And yeah, so technically we didn't cripple the snake. Did we even get anything from shotgun champ on that last run? I don't think so, because it only applies to crippled targets. So now we might actually see even faster times by crippling the snake first. So I'm gonna do that. Do 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 do. I hope you're having a good time wherever you are in the world. I'm having fun. Oh yeah, also just hitting like on the stream helps the stream get out there to more viewers who may have missed the stream notification. So I really appreciate it if you did hit like. GG. Because YouTube stream notifications are bad. They're like never on time. You know what's crazy I just thought of too? I didn't build my stacks. We could build our bullet storm stacks ahead of time very easily with the pepper shaker because it fires 8 shots. It's a lot harder to do with the Gauss Mini. You end up melting your entire clip and then you have to reload and sit at 10 stacks. I appear to be losing my voice. Thank you, Crohn's disease. Okay, let me just get my mule in here so I can get taking one for the team activated so that we're still comparing apples to apples. Come on, let me choose my other character, please. Oh God, the game is being dumb. Alt F4. You want to be that way? All right, well, I'm restarting the game. I'm going to get my alt character in to activate taking one for the team so that the testing remains similar. Yeah, just a quick run through of the build. I did run through every single card individually earlier, but if anyone is wondering, please ask questions in the comments. That's what I'm here for. Oh yeah, I'm also going to dump some points into charisma before I upload the build, so that this will change. There's things that are going to change before I upload it, but it's going to come in the next couple days. Also, I need to rank up my mule character, my support mule, because the whole point of my support mule is I'm going to make her run and share United Ordeal. This way, I don't have to have it. My teammates don't have to have it. And everyone's going to get it. United Ordeal is so good. So yeah, I turned her into a ghoul, so she's one of us now. Alright, let's get going. Let's get this snake. Oh god. My support mule is getting attacked by mole miners outside of the raid, but she has no weapons to defend herself. This is not good. I'm a medic. You're not supposed to attack the medic. This is a war crime. Stop! Yeah, I have no guns. I have 200 stim packs, though. I'll make it. They just keep staggering me. It's kind of horrible. Come on! Oh my god, stop. Stop staggering me, please. I just need to walk like 4 feet. And they killed me. I was right at the door. Oh my god. Well, I guess we'll have a look at the pepper shaker I'm going to use to cripple the snake while I try to get my character into the raids. Yeah, then definitely get yourself a pepper shaker, because on this stream I just showed that the pepper shaker doesn't need coffee. We just proved it. It absolutely doesn't need it to get the kill. And I'm getting attacked by a Mr. Gutsy robot now. It's unbelievable how bad my luck is today. I literally just need to go like 20 feet. Why can't I just not be attacked by everything in the wasteland? It looks like I'm gonna make it though. Alright, I made it. Alright, she's in. We're good. She's good. She's on auto run though, so we might see her just run into the lava when it starts. That'll be funny. You can auto walk and auto run on PC. So I'm gonna pull out the pepper shaker that I'm gonna use to cripple before we start. I believe it's a quad. I named it, so it should be somewhere in here with a funny name. Shaker of Mass Destructo. Here we go. This one uses shotgun shell. So, like I showed in my upload, how to kill the snake in how to cripple the snake in 10 seconds. This was the best weapon for that. The pepper shaker. Is it this one? Yes, it is this one. Quad, crippling, VATS optimized conductors with the hex barrel and shotgun shell. This absolutely should use Furious for crippling. Really? Honestly, it's been doing great for me with quad, but why would Furious? Oh, I guess it could, yeah, it could affect the limb damage, I guess. Let's do that. Good call, Orange. Let's try that. So we're going to use this pepper shaker to cripple the snake. It has the Furious. crippling. VATS optimized conductors mod. It'll give us 50% more limb damage. We're going to target the plates, plate A, to cripple it. As soon as it's crippled, I'm going to break VATS and swap to the plasma powered pepper shaker. This is the one that we used earlier to get a 1 minute 13 time after getting a 1 minute 5 time slamming 60 coffee with the Gauss Mini. This one did not need any coffee. It didn't need rapid. It didn't need intelligence. It literally just got the kill because it's amazing. Because it's #1. I might sound a little bit biased on stream. It's just because I've been using the pepper shaker this entire season and I love the Gauss Mini. As much as I love it, it's not it for VATS builds. It's definitely really solid options. A really solid option for aimed on sights because of range and because of stability. I find the Gauss Mini is really nice for stability. Like, it doesn't jump around on you when you're using it. So same thing. We're going to drop stim packs. We're going to pop Psycho. We're going to take Toxic Goo and we're going to cancel out Psycho with Overdrive. I only use Psycho to cure my feral meter. Also, if you're curious about how I use these builds in VATS, I will be using it with the gamepad viewer up, so that should help you understand how I'm using the build. I also have the quad pepper shaker hotkeyed. How you do that is you just prepare them ahead of time by swapping between the two. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get my stacks up, I don't think, with this pepper shaker. But I'm going to try to get my stacks up anyways, because they don't carry over when you swap. That's what's crazy. Buffs may have expired. Yeah, I believe you're right. I probably don't have Big Guns bobblehead. No, I don't. Big Guns is not active anymore. No, it is. We still have 27 minutes on Big Guns bobblehead. And we're still good on Blight Soup. Let's go. Okay, we're good. Do I have any herd mentality? Herbivore? Oh, I do have herbivore. Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna take company tea and Blight Soup, just to refresh it. So let's start with the Furious. Let's make sure we're hotkeyed. We are hotkeyed. What do you guys think about using? I'm gonna surprise you a little bit. Well, maybe not, but 2-shot, 50 limb damage. Tesla cannon reduces target's damage resistance by 20% for 6 seconds. What if we did something crazy like this? Okay, we hit it. Okay, we had to reload unfortunately and didn't cripple. Crippled. We are now crippled. Let's go. Oh shoot, wrong swap. I don't think this will be as fast of a time, but I do see the damage. Look at that damage! Holy! Wait, what happened? I don't see the snake. Where's the snake? Oh. Oh my god, can you stop doing your melee attack? Sometimes I feel like it does more melee attacks than it should. Am I the only one that has noticed that? Yeah, see, we got a worse time. Much worse time. I feel like we had to deal with a lot more melee attacks. I think we need to retry that. Because it didn't feel fair. You hit too many shots on the eyes and head for the cripple. Yeah, but I did get the cripple. It just didn't happen right away. So what I'm going to do now is just not use the Tesla cannon, because I think another big problem here was that the Tesla cannon it messed me up when I switched to my damage pepper, the plasma powered pepper, and I wasn't able to start firing right away, and I did mess up on trying to land on the eyes, so there was a few problems there. So we're going to try that run again. So while she loads in, don't go anywhere except for maybe smashing the like button and subscribe button. That helps a lot. And well, basically we're gonna attack the snake after. We're gonna do another snaky boy run, and yeah, we're gonna toss him around a little bit, see what happens, see if we can get a better time with the cripple. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. Sorry for the wait, gang. I had to go and get some food. I was a little bit hungry. I got some gamer fuel, some Pop-Tarts. So we're good to rock. And roll. What if you don't cripple? Is it really worth it? It feels like it eats time on the clock. Well, that's what we're trying to find out, actually. We're trying to find out with this test. Hopefully this test will be able to see a difference here. Hopefully I won't mess it up this time. We won't use the Tesla rifle, so that'll help. But yeah, I did see a difference, to be honest with you. The damage... The health, huge chunks of health were coming off the snake in that last run. The problem is I was sloppy with swapping guns and stuff. That's the main issue. It was too much. There was too many guns to swap between with 3 weapons. So we're just going to cripple first. And then as soon as it's crippled, break VATS, swap to the plasma, reinitiate VATS, target one of the eyes, and send it to hell. Wait, what? What is happening? Why isn't my mule on the team? Oh, I didn't get on the team. That's why. Miss Glass! Let me in. Alright. Now I have my teammate. I'm going to have my buff from taking one for the team. An interesting topic of discussion has come through on the chat. Wait. I'm trying to read and walk at the same time. But for anyone watching in the future, if you don't see the chat, someone said, what about crippling more than one plate segment? And the Orange Cowboy replied with, only need 1 crippled plate to get the 150% damage bonus. And Chatter says, oh, I was thinking it stacked per crippled limb. And Orange Cowboy says it does, but it only goes up to 20% per crippled plate afterwards, which isn't enough to justify the time. Which is true because when you're crippling, when you're attacking the plates, you're not doing as much damage as you could be doing by targeting the eyes. But having at least 1 crippled plate will activate the crippling effect, and you'll get the bonus damage from perks like Shotgun Champ. And if you spend too much time crippling all the plates to try to get that damage bonus, it just uses up more time. So you're just better off crippling 1 plate. I think I will do 1 coffee this time though, because we haven't been using coffee at all with the pepper shaker, and I just feel like with swapping guns it might be beneficial and breaking VATS. I don't know. We'll see. I don't like having to redo tests. So 1 coffee isn't so bad. I did say I was going to try it, and we haven't tried it yet, so. Psycho and Overdrive, same thing. We're going to do 1 coffee. Furious Pepper Shaker to start with. I'm actually going to get my stacks up too, so we can do more damage to that plate. Alright, we'll sit at 10 because we can't get any higher than that with the reloads, with this being a Furious. So let's just go smack this snaky boy. Let's go play with him. 1 coffee. 1 company tea. Let me just make sure here we're on Furious and we have the quad ready to go. I just lost my stacks. I'm an idiot. We're gonna rebuild stacks. We're gonna sit at 10 stacks. Get gooed up. Make sure I don't have any regular stims on me. That'll get me killed. And we should technically be good to go. We have the Furious. We have the... Why did I do that again? Oh my god. Did I not learn? Oh my dear. It's a new mechanic. I'm just not used to it. Please don't roast me in the chat. Actually, you have... Actually, this is probably a very valid reason to roast me right now. Okay. Alright, let's start. My coffee's definitely gone, so let's take another coffee. Crippled. Left eye, and we're gonna sink every round we can at point blank range. Look at that damage. The chunks of health are just peeling away. I knew you were gonna do it. I'm gonna reload here. Ooh, I almost died, but we were able to overcome that damage. Thanks to Union's impressive poison resist. 1 minute, 2 seconds! No way! We beat the Gauss Mini slamming coffee. That's crazy! Sorry if that was really loud. Let me turn down the mic here. Wow! That's amazing! I turned on the mic. I'm just so excited. Wow. Hey, wait a sec. Hello? Oh, okay. I'm just not used to my mic. Gauss Mini's still better. You can cope, buddy. You can cope. Cope with the facts. This stream just proved it's not. What did we do on stream? We gave the Gauss Mini every possible damage buff. We gave it Furious. We gave it Rapid. We gave it +3 intelligence for more damage through science. We gave it... What else did we give it? We gave it pinpointers. We gave it pinpointers and it got beat by a quad. VATS hit chance. Conductor's pepper shaker. Cope. You need to sit down with your Gauss Mini and learn who the real supreme boss is. It is the pepper shaker. This season, the pepper shaker is #1 in efficiency and damage output, damage per shot, period. Because it doesn't need damage modifiers to keep up with other weapons that need it. Period. That's it. That's going to be the end of the stream. I think I proved my point. Pepper shaker supremacy. It is #1 this season. I don't care what you say, what anyone has to say. It absolutely destroys, and it doesn't need 60 canned coffee to do it. I'm Miss Glass. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG! Someone's lying in the chat. They're saying that their Gauss Mini does 47 seconds solo with conductors. The problem is that's a lie because the Gauss Mini cannot stay in VATS without coffee. Period. Period. It can't at all. So even with conductors, what's the point of running it? You have to slam coffee. There's no reason to run conductors, so you might as well run pinpointers, right? Well, guess what? Even with pinpointers, it gets beat by the pepper shaker. We showed that on stream. Just rewind the stream. I recommend mic settings. You go from quiet to loud frequently, please. Thanks for the recommendation, Miss Panther. This is, like I said, a brand new mic that I just got today. So I do apologize, but I will go over the mic settings. GG.